What if the ocean whispers are not mere wind and water, but memories? The currents carry secrets older than time itself. For millennia, the tale of Atlantis has taunted scholars. A glittering empire vanished beneath the waves, its secrets guarded by the tides. But what if the truth lies deeper? What if Atlantis did not fall, but was silenced? Perhaps its echoes still resonate, unheard by the frantic surface world, but felt by the patient depths. Long before the Parthenon in birth, before even the pyramids kissed the desert sun, Poseidon, god of the sea, carved a kingdom from coral and moonlight. He breathed life into the very stone, shaping grand arches and spiraling towers that defied the crushing pressure of the deep. Here, the first Atlanteans arose, a people bound to the ocean tulse. Their streets shimmered with bioluminescent algae, their temples hummed with crystals that sang in storms. Imagine cities sculpted from living coral, illuminated by the soft, ethereal glow of underwater flora. Atlantean children played in gardens of anemones, their laughter echoing through crystalline tunnels. The Tridenter law ruled, as the tide gives, so it takes. A balance, a pact with the immense power that cradled their civilization, yet pride festered, like a dark pearl growing within an oyster. King Atlas, descendant of Poseidon, declared his people beyond the gods' reach. He saw their mastery of the sea, their technological marvels, their crystalline power sources, and believed them to be invincible. And in his vault, he hid the crystal heart, a relic forged from the Oceanon's soul, said to command the very bones of the earth. Legend whispered it was a tear of Gaia herself, solidified into a pulsing gem. The Hearter keeper, High Priestess Lysandra, heard its song, a low, grieving thrum. She was attuned to the whispers of the deep, a conduit for the ocean's ancient wisdom. Days turned into nights as she meditated before the heart, its sorrow seeping into her very being. It bleed, she warned the king, to wield its power is to drown in it. Her voice, usually a soothing balm, was now laced with a chilling urgency. She saw visions of fractured earth, of the sea rising in wrath. But Atlas, drunk on ambition, demanded she awaken the heart. He envisioned Atlantis rising above the waves, a beacon of power dominating the world, both land and sea. He craved dominion, not harmony. His sister, General Selene, stood torn, obey her king or heed the priestesser omen. A warrior of unmatched skill and loyalty, Selene was bound by duty to her brother, yet her intuition screamed at the impending disaster. She felt the tremors of the earth beneath Atlantis, subtle warnings ignored by her brother Hubris. Even the sea held its breath. The bioluminescent algae dimmed. The coral reefs seemed to recoil, a palpable unease settling over the once vibrant kingdom. On the solstice, as Lysandra chanted the rite of tides, her voice trembling but resolute, invoking the ancient pact with Poseidon, the heart flared. It pulsed with an unnatural light, casting grotesque shadows that danced and writhed across the temple walls. The sky split, a storm of obsidian clouds and lightning that curled like serpents. These were not natural storms, they were manifestations of the ocean, rage, tendrils of Poseidon and wrath reaching down. The earth shuddered. The sea reared like a betrayed lover. Mountains of water rose from the depths, dwarfing the towering cities of Atlantis. The very foundations of the kingdom began to crumble and slide. Selene lunged for the heart, but Atlas struck her down. Blinded by his ambition, he saw his sister as a traitor, an obstacle to his grand design. He lashed out with the trident of Poseidon, a weapon now twisted by his corrupt will. Lysandra, weeping, plunged the relic into her own chest. Let the sea take what it is owed. Her sacrifice was an act of desperate atonement, a plea to appease the enraged ocean. The crystal heart pulsed one last time, its light fading, replaced by a wave of deep, resonant energy. The ocean swallowed Atlantis in a single gasp. No slow sinking, no gradual decline, a swift absolute erasure. The once magnificent kingdom was consumed in moments, dragged down into the crushing abyss. All that remained, a melody in the abyss. And Selenian final vow, the heart will rise when the worthy listen. Her voice carried on the last bubbles of air, escaping the sinking city, a whisper of hope amidst utter devastation. So I ask you, when the tide stills, do you hear it? Beyond the crashing waves, beyond the surface noise, can you perceive the subtle vibrations from the deep? A thrum beneath the sand, a glow in the midnight trenches? Was Atlantis a warning, a testament to the dangers of unchecked ambition? A promise that even in destruction, hope for rebirth can linger? Or does the crystal heart still dream, waiting to choose its next keeper? Perhaps it calls out in frequencies we cannot yet comprehend, waiting for a soul attuned to its ancient song. Share your theories, speak softly. The sea listens, and perhaps, just perhaps, Atlantis listens too.